And welcome to Pure Adrenaline Sports. I'm John. Along with me is Cam. Cam, welcome to Week 16. Man, things are getting tight in the playoff hunt in the AFC and NFC. Fantasy football playoffs are going on as well. I know in our league here for the channel, you were eliminated last week, but how are the rest of your fantasy teams doing?
So out of my three leagues, two of them I played in the first round. My other one I didn't have to because I went the first round bye, but I lost both of them. I lost this one by like 20 or 30 against Harold, and then I lost by like 70 or 80 in my other one.
Oh, wow.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So just no luck.
Yep. In this one here, I won my matchup, so I go into the second round. But in my other league that I'm in, I had a first round bye there. So playing this week, hopefully, if Sean and I both win this week, we face each other in the championship. So, yeah, it should be good. Let's look at the playoff scenarios. We have had some teams clinch already. Spots, still plenty of seedings to be determined. Let me add this over here and add this to the screen. We do have the Jets and Jaguars tonight, so we'll get into that. But if anybody's watching and has fantasy related questions, pop them in the chat and we'll answer those. We'll answer those first. So big night. I'm a little nervous for my Jets tonight, but the AFC, we've had the Chiefs and Bills have both clinched spots where the Chiefs have clinched their division. I believe Buffalo can clinch the division with a win, or Miami lost this week.
Mm-hmm.
So Baltimore needs some help. So a win and some help for them. Yeah, Buffalo clinches the East with a win or Miami loss. Let's see here. Search and Kill stopping by. On flex, should I start ETN or Darren Waller? Ooh, ETN in a sloppy. It's nasty at the stadium, so it's a wet field. Or Waller? Is it PPR Search and Kill? And Cam, any thoughts right off the top about ETN or Waller at a flex spot?
Well, who does the Raiders play?
Let me go over.
They're playing Pittsburgh.
Oh, they're playing Pittsburgh. Yep, they're the late game on Christmas Eve.
Well,
let's see where ETN is. Let's see where we have those guys projected this week. ETN,
see the Jet. Everybody else.
Yeah, 12.3. 72 yards, 30% chance at a touchdown. Jets don't give up many points to fantasy running back, so a tough matchup there. But I am playing Zonovan Knight tonight. I expect big things from him. I believe the Jets will try to run the ball, especially with Jacksonville's defensive line all banged up. Two of their starters are out. At least two of their starters that I know of are out tonight. So. But then Waller, right? Waller was the other one. And then he's got another question here for Waller or Schultz. So we'll take a look at both of those. Waller at 10-7. That's a tough matchup as well, going up against Pittsburgh. Ooh.
I honestly like ETN.
I was just going to say that. I like ETN as well. So Search and Kill out of those guys, go with ETN tonight. Don't like the matchup with Waller against Pittsburgh. Let's see here. He said full PPR, but then he says Waller or Schultz. Man, that's both tough
matchups for both of them.
Tough matchups for both. Agreed.
I feel like
go ahead.
I feel like Schultz is kind of like a guy that you can. I think you can confidently start every week.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's a top 5 or 6 fantasy tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably go Schultz over Waller, and that's not me being biased because I'm a fan. But
no, and I agree with you. I agree with that take as well. Let's see here. PPR. Should I start Zay Jones, Garrett Wilson, or AJ Dillon?
Dillon is not a start.
Let's
that's for sure.
Let's add the third member of our team to the live stream here. Harold, our resident. Oh, let me switch that around. Our resident Detroit Lions
About them
fan.
lying. About them lying.
So yeah, how about them Lions? Good game last week. I texted you after the game. That was a good game. But it's Dell says PPR. Should I start Zay Jones, Garrett Wilson, or AJ Dillon? I would not start Dillon.
No, definitely not.
And I would not being biased. I just like Garrett Wilson's matchup against Jacksonville better than I like Zay Jones' matchup against the Jets defense.
I like Zay Jones a lot because he's been on such a hot streak lately. You kind of have to ride it. It's kind of like with the Christian Watson thing. People were riding it,
right?
And it seems to me that him and Lawrence have a pretty good connection with each other. So I honestly would choose Jones in this case.
Let me see where we have them projected. Harold, how about you? Zay Jones, Garrett Wilson, or AJ Dillon?
I agree with Cam, honestly. The Zay Jones, you might as well that high.
Let's see here.
It's kind of hard to start Garrett because of, Zach kind of limitates him a little bit because Zach's not going to throw for like a whole lot of yards.
Right, especially tonight. I agree with that.
And plus, Lawrence is out of his he's 6-1 his last few games. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, is that what it is?
Or I don't remember the stat exactly, but he's still 3 touchdowns in his last 4 games, something like that. I don't remember, but he's on a tear.
So let's look. Let's see where we have Zay Jones here. I do have Garrett Wilson right here at 15.5. Jacksonville gives up the 8th most fantasy points, so a good matchup there. In the fantasy playoffs I'm in this week, I have the guy I'm playing. Frank he's got Garrett Wilson starting tonight, so I'll definitely have my eye on that. But let's go Control F and let's look for Zay Jones. Zay Jones we have at 12.1 points, and the Jets are 31st in points allowed to wide receivers, so not giving up many points there. But he says why not Dillon? Let's look at where we have Dillon projected.
I just feel like the only starter you can confidently start on the Packers is Jones.
Now, just lost Cam there, but that's all right. Go ahead, Harold.
Dillon is good. I'm not saying he's not. And to be honest, thinking about it now, you could start either or. What did Dillon have last week? He had that long touchdown, didn't he?
I'd have to look. I don't know his exact numbers.
I feel like he did. Let me see if I can.
Last week against the Rams, actually he had 11 carries, 36 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I feel like they play him more in the red zone too, and they rode him for a drive. I think it was when I was watching the game, 6 straight runs or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I to be honest, I would say either or. Dillon wouldn't be bad,
right? I don't think. Because Miami gives up the 10th most points to fantasy running back. So
to me, it's like a Detroit thing when you look at it. We got Jamal Williams and we got DeAndre Swift. Who do we play more in the red zone? Jamal Williams.
Right.
So I feel like that's how the Packers kind of do it, So that's my opinion. That is my opinion.
Yep. Let me just go up. Let's catch up here. Sean's in the chat. Says, "Hey guys, happy Thursday. John, happy football night to your team. Thanks, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well." Let's see here. Way Too Dizzy stops by. Should I start Zonovan Knight or Zay Jones? Zonovan Knight. I am starting Zonovan Knight, but I did not have to choose between Zonovan Knight. I chose Zonovan Knight over Alan Lazard. I'm not playing Lazard this week. I don't like I don't like his fit in that offense anymore. I don't think Green Bay will keep him around after this season as well. But man, this one's tough because we do like Zay Jones, but Zonovan Knight, guys. I think the Jets are going to try to pound the rock tonight against that beat up Jacksonville defensive line.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but you guys also lost to the Lions. I told you.
Yeah,
I got zingers here, man.
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, bring them. You know, my
oh no,
my team lost, so that's all right. If I'm gonna dish him out, I got to be willing to hear him too. So
I look like this. It was kind of like even when the Cowboys beat the Lions. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's just a good game. At least it wasn't a mercy killing on the Lions, so to speak. So like, if I lose a game, as long as it's a close game, I'm not going to hate on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You guys played great. You guys had a chance to win it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was a 9-yard sack there didn't help.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what it boils down to. You know what I mean? So they had a chance. So credit to them for playing hard.
Mm-hmm.
And, Wilson looked good.
Yeah. I mean, his numbers, his percentage, his completion percentage doesn't show it. Only 51%.
He had no choice to look good, though. It's almost like he's fighting for his job, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
I see everybody's comments on both sides on YouTube and Twitch. So we'll get to it. We'll get to all of them. Thank you for everybody hanging out here. If you haven't already, make sure, depending on which platform you're on, hit that follow button or subscribe button. We live stream every Thursday at 7.
Wow, Sean.
What?
Nah, just Sean.
Oh.
Sean being Sean.
That's all right. We got another one, search and kill here. It says a McKinnon or ETN.
Ooh. Can you play both?
Yeah, right. Good question.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm being honest. Can you play both? Who's your third running back?
Right. So it still says, all right, thank you. No, thank you. Thanks for the questions. Eric's, I need to decide between Ingram or Schultz. Any advice? Cam, what can you tell us about Schultz while I look up Ingram?
I just feel like he's I don't think he's a guy that's going to he's obviously not no Travis Kelce. I just think he's a fairly consistent guy. Get you close to about what he's projected each week, I feel like. Because I feel like him and Dak have a pretty good connection with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Ingram, he's been on quite a tear recently. Of course, Harold would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look at the
go
ahead.
Because I should have played. Was it Johnson?
Jawan Johnson.
Jawan Johnson. Yeah.
He didn't do bad. You just had bad breaks. Like
my running backs destroyed me.
Losing Taylor early in that game hurt.
The Miles Sanders, that just threw me for a loop. I'm like, all right, I got to worry about Sanders. But then it's like, all right, that game came down to which quarterback was going to run more. That's what that game was. Who's the better mobile quarterback? Like, exactly. Oh my goodness. So you lost it, but it's not that I beat you. It's just that your team beat you.
My team destroyed me. They let me down big time.
Absolutely.
Let's just give a couple shout outs. It's Dell followed. Way Too Dizzy has followed as well. Thank you guys for following over on the Twitch side. I don't have the numbers in front of me on the YouTube side at the moment, but let's keep going here. Kick It with KB is here. How are you? Thanks for stopping by again. Sorry, I'm just getting to Sean's comment here. It's going good. Been trying to get Haley asleep. Yep. Wow.
I told you.
Okay.
I told you.
Way Too Dizzy.
So what do you guys think of that?
No,
go ahead.
Are you concerned about the weather for tonight's game? Yes, that's why I went more on the running side. I am starting Bam Knight tonight for the Jets. I think he'll have a good game tonight. There, so I like the running backs in tonight's game more than I like the receivers. I'm not sure how hard it's raining there. It's only an hour before kickoff, and the they're showing the stadium right now, and it's pretty much empty. Now I know it'll fill in some, but man, it's windy. Oh, not a good night there.
I'm not concerned about the weather. I'm gonna wait to see what the weather is. We got disappointed with that damn Bills Dolphins game.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was
until the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah, disappointment. I was like, man, I'm ready for the snow game. It's gonna be awesome. It's like, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll wait and see what the weather is before. Sloppy game. Heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I see a bunch of comments coming in on the YouTube side. Guys, we'll get to those in a second. M. King stops by, says, I'm looking at Dobbins versus ETN.
I like Dobbins' matchup this week.
Dobbins.
He's playing the Falcons, I believe.
Yeah, I believe
and
so.
He's done pretty well since he's been off IR.
Yeah, on the season at least, he's averaging 10 points a game. Just a tenth higher than ETN. ETN's definitely got the tougher matchup against the defense here. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably go Dobbins there as well. It is a PPR, so I believe that'll help. That'll help ETN a little bit, but you know, I'm not sure there. I'd probably, like Cam said, I'd probably go with Dobbins. Yep, he said it was a PPR. So, M. King, thank you. Solo night. I'm in the finals. Finals in week 16. That's early. PPR, do I start Trevor Lawrence or Gardner Minshew?
Like that. I mean,
well, PPR is not going to matter for a quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Let's see here.
Personally.
Trevor Lawrence.
I like Lawrence.
Going up against the Jets. And Minshew's going up against Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not playing great. He's playing well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't know what Minshew we're going to see.
Right.
Exactly.
We're going to see a mustache. Let's be honest. That we're going to see. That might be the only thing. So I think possibly the Eagles lose. But I think that depends on their defense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Personally.
So just because, like you guys said, Minshew, we don't know what we're going to get. And going up against that Dallas defense, they don't give up many points to fantasy quarterbacks. Neither do the Jets, but Trevor Lawrence is hot right now. So I think you got to continue riding the hot hand. Yeah. So Solo Night, thanks for stopping by.
I mean, depending on the weather, you don't know with Trevor Lawrence. I mean, if it's a sloppy game, passing may not be there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's go. Johnny D says, really stuck with a tight end choice. Start Njoku or start Conklin in a PPR. Well, I probably go Njoku. I don't like Conklin's fit with the Jets. He'll have a good game and then he'll disappear for 4 weeks.
That's funny. Yeah, you would know better than anybody. I mean,
Right.
So, cool. I'm going to trust you on this one.
But
I won't argue.
Let's look at the numbers here.
If we were doing this last year and I was on and we were talking about the Lions, I could give you all the things not to put in for the Lions.
Right.
Everybody. So
Njoku's got a tough matchup where Conklin, the Jets or Jacksonville does give up a lot of points to tight end. The problem is the Jets have 2 tight ends. They got CJ Uzoma as well. So
he had a decent game last week.
Mm-hmm.
I probably still go with Njoku there, being I believe they're home against New Orleans, so I like their matchup. Even though
Wilson is playing, right?
Yeah, Wilson is playing.
Wilson is starting.
Yeah.
I thought so. I'll tell you what, man. He looked good with him, man. He was just throwing dots.
So let's keep going here. See if there's any more questions. Nope, no more questions. Let's get to Sean's comment. Sean says, thoughts on the NFC South and one of those teams making the playoffs?
None of them should.
None. Agreed. Agreed. There should be a rule. You get to hang a banner saying you won your division, but that's it. You don't get to play in the playoffs.
I agree.
So actually, speaking of playoffs, let's look here. Let's put this over. Let's put this on screen so we can take a look at actually what's going on here. Right now, the South. Tampa Bay leads with a 6-8 record, but Carolina, New Orleans, and Atlanta are all 5-9. Oh my goodness! And I believe Carolina and Tampa Bay do play each other in Week 17. I could be wrong on that. So that the division could come down to that. Not only is a team with a losing record going to make the playoffs, they're going to get a home game as well.
That's ridiculous.
You know what the worst part about that is watch them win their game.
Well, that happened.
That'll be the worst part.
I forget that happened in one year. I think Seattle won their division at though they might have went 8-8 that year or 7-9. They got a home playoff game and won. I forget who it was against. If Sean was here, Sean remembers that kind of useless knowledge. But man, that's a.
So what do you guys
horrible...
think about the? What do you think about the Hurts injury? Think it's serious, or you think they're just?
I'm not too sure. I didn't know much about it. I did see something scrolling through Facebook today that Minshew was starting, so I'm not too sure what the injury even is.
It's
a
shoulder. It's a shoulder sprain. Shoulder sprain.
Mm-hmm.
His throwing shoulder. When he got tackled, when he landed on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. It can't be that bad if he was
something about it. You think it might be? He was still playing.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah, they didn't.
That happened in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Let's hope it's not one of those Josh Allen injuries.
Yeah, Josh Allen injuries, right? Yeah, what a joke that's become.
I thought it was bad as they almost lost to the Bears. Like, you know, I mean, that just right there shows you, like, really, you're going to lose to the Bears? Barely. I mean, you barely won against the Bears, is how I should say it. Mm-hmm. So, and back to something else. Lawrence, he's got apparently injured his toe.
Oh right, yeah.
Anybody see that?
Yeah, I heard something last night watching a YouTube channel about the Jets, and somebody brought up in the chat. Yeah. So I don't know. He's not. He wasn't on the injury report when I saw. So tonight's weather: cloudy, breezy, to windy. 80% chance of rain early, increasing to 100% by kickoff. Temperature in the mid 40s.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sloppy game.
Rain may be heavy at times. Yeah. Actually, when we started, Harold, what's the temperature down by you?
To be honest, I don't know. I can check that real quick.
Cam, can you get your phone out again?
I sure can.
Well, some of my shit wants to work.
And Harold and I are both up in Pennsylvania.
And I'm back in Texas.
And right now I have 37. I have 37 degrees.
40. I'm 42.
42. Go and where are you, Cam?
I'm in Northeast Texas.
Go ahead. 18 degrees.
Crazy.
Oh man. Let me switch this. Get Cam up there. Hello. Have you heard of the sport cricket? If so, what do you know about it? Nothing.
I don't know anything about cricket. Don't want to know about cricket. I hear crickets at night.
I hear crickets at night. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the weather. Let's look up playoff scenarios. I have that here somewhere. We were talking about that before. So the Buffalo Bills, let's get back to that. Buffalo can clinch the division with a win, or Miami lost this weekend. Cincinnati clinches a playoff berth with a win, or a Jets loss tonight. And the Chargers need a win and some help. In the NFC side, Minnesota, San Francisco, Dallas, and Philadelphia have all clinched playoff spots with Minnesota and San Francisco clinching their divisions. Giants need a win and help. Philadelphia clinches the division with a winner tie, and Philadelphia clinches home field advantage with a win or a Minnesota loss. Let's see here. Let's go back over to the chat. Jacob says, we feel uncomfortable with Zay Jones and PPR. Other options I have on my bench, waivers, are Sutton, Hollywood, Jacoby, Slayton, and Goodwin.
I like him out of all those guys.
I mean, yeah.
With Goodwin could be an option because I know Lockett's injured.
Right.
And he's been really good with Lockett out. So if you aren't sure about Zay Jones, I would go with Goodwin as your second choice probably.
Yeah, and Zay Jones, I mean, looking at the guys that are at the stadium there, it's windy and rainy, so.
I didn't even know Lockett was injured.
Oh, let me. Sean says, I just saw the names. I don't remember sharing fatherhood with you, Harold or Cam. We can be step parents. Uh-oh.
Well,
let me see what we got. Let me see what we got here. Cam's new dad. And Harold's son. Oh my God! I got to remember to pay attention to that for you guys. With you guys, you guys are always during the stream. It'll change too. So
probably will.
Yeah.
And just so I get an injury right this week, I'm going to pick Jalen Hurts gets injured.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts gets injured.
I gotta have one right.
Let's look. Pick and Rick. ETN, Dobbins, or Pacheco PPR. Wow, you only get to start one. That's tough. Man, guys, thoughts on the options there for Pick and Rick.
I still think at the end, ETN has a good game tonight. If the weather is what it is, that's me. I mean, yeah, that's where I would go personally.
I wouldn't go Pacheco, honestly. So it'd be either between ETN or Dobbins. I don't know. I like Dobbins for some reason. He's gotten at least 12 or 13 points the last 2 weeks.
Now, Pacheco is going up against Seattle. Seattle gives up the second most points to fantasy running backs, but you got McKinnon there.
He's taking a lot,
getting all the touchdowns. So that's what's going to hurt you there. So, probably, man, it's definitely between ETA and Dobbins, and Dobbins has got a little easier matchup. But ETN is going to help you more with catches out of the backfield as well. So PPR league.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jets not giving up many points to fantasy running backs. But I don't know if they're going to be able to shut them down. Kenny Statrill, start one, full PPR, DJ Chark or Zay Jones? Chark's with Detroit, right?
Yeah. I mean, with our receiving core, I'm going to say he could possibly be number 4 because they're throwing to Reynolds more than they are Chark. Granted, he catches one here, one there, could be a touchdown. I don't know. That to me, it's a risk I wouldn't be willing to take. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check. I do not. I have him, and I do not have him in.
They do play Carolina. They have a pretty decent defense as well.
Just want to give a shout out. Oh, go ahead, Harold.
I agree. I just feel we're going to pick them apart. Detroit, I mean, with the way our play action's working, we're going to pick them apart. So I don't know where the ball is going to go in Detroit. Right. And that's why I say I would go with Jones, which is still going to be rough because it could be a running game.
Just a shout out, Sergio Soto subscribed over on the YouTube side, putting us at 870. We are currently sitting at 870. So
let's go.
Getting there. Getting there.
Yep. So thank you, Sergio. Sean says, thoughts on Christian Kirk and Evan Engram tonight? He's going to crap the bed? Fantasy purposes, I'm asking. I thought maybe he literally was asking if he was going to crap the bed.
Can we kick him out of chat? Just kick him the fuck out.
Listen to this.
There's no need for this nonsense.
The guy I'm playing thinks he can pull an upset on the people's champ.
That's cool. It's my own nephew talking mad shit. And you know what? That's okay. Because when I played Cam, I expected to actually lose, whether I was projected to win or not.
Oh, man.
I'm going into this game the same way. So if he loses, guarantee we don't see him on any of the next 3 streams. Because he ain't going to hear the end of it out of me.
I couldn't tell you the last time I saw Sean on a stream. Do you guys remember?
Last time he kept cutting out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got more questions coming in, so let's get to them as well. Start Kirk or Wilson in flex. Oh. And if flex, is it a PPR? I think Wilson could get you a bigger play, but I think Kirk will have more catches. Like Wilson could take, not saying that Kirk couldn't, but Wilson, I think, would be more likely to take one to the house across the middle, I think. So Miles, let us know if it's PPR. Oh, half PPR, he says. Man. Let's go up and look at where do we have Kirk. Wilson, we have it. See, I like Wilson's matchup, but that's not taking weather into account is the problem. Where we still have Kirk at 15.2 going up against the tough Jets defense. Where do I have them at receptions?
The weather's going to play a huge factor in that game, more than you think. I mean, they're going to throw the ball. The ball going to be caught. I mean, granted, they have gloves now that they didn't have back in the day, kind of thing.
Right.
But it's still going to matter if it's like right now. It's raining outside, and I mean, it's coming down pretty good. So
right.
All right, let me see here. So Sean's only supposed to project to beat me by 10. Okay.
Right.
So that's not horrible.
All right, let's get to some more of the questions. Let me get rid of that one. We already took that one. ETN or Dobbins. We've kind of gone over this a couple times already this stream, so probably going Dobbins. Here we like his workload coming back. Let's get some of these questions going through. Do I start ETN over Pittman this week because of the weather in New York? Pittman's going up against the Chargers defense, right?
Mm-hmm. New quarterback.
And new quarterback, right.
I like him as a start.
Pittman?
I do. I really do. I asked Sean this question in a group chat, and he said that Pittman's still a start as long as it's either Ryan or Foles. So that's on Sean. Man, does it say? It doesn't say anything about being PPR. I don't know. I don't know enough about Foles and what kind of chemistry he's going to have with Pittman. So if that was up to me, I'd probably go ETN tonight. Sean says I wear a size 32 waist for the belt. Well, if you want to buy a belt, that's fine. So I'll take my champ belt in that size then. Yeah, you didn't pay anything to join the league, so you're not getting rewarded with a belt. Exactly.
Zay Jones, Devontae Smith, or DJ Moore.
Devontae.
Devontae Smith. Who are the Eagles? Oh, Eagles are playing the Cowboys. And who's Carolina playing?
They're playing the Lions.
They're playing the Lions.
I think Devontae. I'll tell you why. Because last year, A.J. Brown was not on the Eagles last year, right?
Right.
Okay. When Minshew did play some, and he played with Devontae Smith, if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like they have a better chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
That's my personal opinion, though.
Yeah, let me go. We got more questions coming in, so let me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's see here. T-Law or Brady?
It's just going to come down to the weather tonight.
We're going back to this weather thing. You know what I mean? If
Like,
there was no weather,
if there's no weather, I'm going Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely,
Yep.
because Brady's done.
Right.
I'll say it.
You just got to keep watching the weather and then decide ahead, like just around that time.
Yep.
Look, Harold put in.
Wow, look at this question by this guy.
Johnson, Ingram, or Goddard for my playoff matchup. The guy I'm playing thinks he's the people champ, and he misspelled it. It's supposed to say people's chump. Johnson, Ingram, or Goddard. Ooh.
There's just something about Johnson. I don't know.
And that's Juwan Johnson, right?
Yeah, Saints.
Yeah.
To be honest, I really don't know how to play that out. Right now, I have Ingram and Goddard on flex. Well, one on tight end, one in flex.
I think what'll really help you, Harold, is if a lobby doesn't play. I don't know if he's playing or not. So if he doesn't really play, I would really go Johnson probably.
All right. I'll keep an eye on that.
So just a shout out to Sean. Sean's answering the questions over in the YouTube chat. Thank you, Sean.
About time he does something.
Kenny C fan, or could I play ETN at flex and Pittman over Juju?
I don't mind that. I don't know about Juju.
Who's Kansas City playing? Seattle. Yeah, that's a tough matchup there. Yeah, maybe do that. Play Pittman over Juju, definitely.
Because I think Mahomes is going to spread it around probably this game. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, there's another one for you. What do you think about with Hurts being injured and not playing? Do you think Mahomes sneaks past and takes MVP?
Yeah, it depends on how long if Hurts misses more than 1 week. Yeah, I would say so.
I'm going to definitely reevaluate my end of the year awards next week after these games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you know that they're probably going to change a little bit.
No, that's fine. For sure. And I set it up so it's easy to change. So
cool.
I mean, we'll give our final predictions whenever because the honors aren't until after the Super Bowl anyway, right?
I would say finals. Just have our finals in by Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Here we go. Sean saying, "Wait till I beat you in Dynasty next week and Sleeper, double champ." I'm going out on a limb right now and saying Sean's not making the championship in either league.
Wow, that's a hot take.
No, that's not a hot take. That's fair.
Oh, now we're going fair. All right, fair enough.
That's fair.
As commissioner in both, I can adjust scoring. So.
Oh, I love
exactly.
That. I love that. I love that. That's fantastic.
No, I would not do that.
Send me your Cash App. I got you to do some favors.
Send me your Cash App. Megatron Mallard, great name. Hurts went down. Should I go Purdy or Cousins?
Purdy.
Let's see here. Where's Minnesota? Minnesota's playing the Giants. And San Francisco is playing Washington. Ooh.
I think the Giants are going to get pressure on Cousins, and you're going to see what happened last week. And I don't think they come back again.
Thibodeau had an unbelievable first half in that game.
I mean, I feel like Purdy's just playing pretty good. So.
But Chase Young's coming back this week. So.
Oh, is he?
It's the first start of the year.
Yep. Yeah. Still. You're right. I have that notice. Chase Young is playing against the Niners, so
I think you can ride the Purdy train still, though.
I think so.
He's in a great system.
Yeah. Yep.
That system's just made to work for quarterbacks. Let's be honest.
Dice, look at that. Hopefully that number means something to you. I see it's 1 through 12 there, but man, I got a flex issue. Full PPR: Ayuk, Moss, or Dion. Chris Moore, Gallup, or start Evan Ingram at second tight end. I have Kelsey.
Okay, so you have Kelsey already starting, so that's
Kelsey.
That's a plus right there.
Ayuk, Moss. Moss is with Indianapolis now, right?
Yeah, he's asking either Moss or Deion Jackson at Indy. I don't know what to think about both of those.
I
don't like either one.
No.
Is Debo back yet?
No, I think Debo's out for the.
He's out.
I think Debo's out. Yeah,
he's done. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know he's done. I mean,
but I started Ayuk last week and he only had 2 catches, but I feel like he's going to get a little bit more volume this game, so he's an option for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. And depending on the weather, Ingram. I mean, I'm just going to say it. I mean, you don't know. Mm-hmm. You don't know what kind of game he's going to have, because if they get down, near the goal line, third and goal, he very well could do a pass and hit Ingram off. I mean, he's got good hands, so you just don't know.
And it's kind of hard to start Gallup as well because the receiving room is getting bigger. Like I'm pretty sure T.Y. Hilton's going to play, and James Watson, Noah Brown, all those guys. It's kind of hard to start Gallup.
Right.
I know we're answering football questions, but a little bit of breaking MLB news. Trevor Bauer has been reinstated. So, I don't know.
Where's he going?
I don't know if he's a free agent or if the Dodgers still have his contract. That I don't know. But
I'm sure he'll be a free agent.
I would imagine they probably still have it, but I don't think he'll probably just be a free agent.
Yeah. Let's keep going with the questions here. Would you play Kirk or Judy in PPR? Tough call, but thinking Judy because of weather tonight.
Is Sutton still out?
Yep. As far as I know, yes.
Then definitely Judy. For sure.
So once again, Sean, he said he's projected to win Sleeper by 10 and lose by 10 in Dynasty. Dynasty's in trouble. I won't even lie about that one. I usually am confident, but this week I am not the slightest bit. Yeah, but projections don't mean anything. I think Harold. I think Cam was projected to win last week and ended up losing.
No, I was.
Oh, you were projected to win?
Barely.
Yeah, it was only by like 4. It was like 4 or 5. It's something really like low.
Jesse says start Garrett Wilson in bad weather or pick up Chark, Murray, or Moore. Sean answered saying start Wilson regardless. It's Monster. Should I start running back Walker, McKinnon, Swift, or ETN tonight? You only get to start one of those? Oh, man.
That's a good running back room right there.
That is.
I'd put Swift on the low end.
I agree.
Personally. He'll get touches. He'll get a couple of passes, but I just don't see him seeing the end zone unless he breaks one.
Yeah.
ETN, I mean, that's hit or miss tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have a decent game, whether it be on the ground or he's good out the backfield as well, catching little passes too. So,
Monster also comes in and he made a comment here somewhere. He's got McCaffrey.
What?
Then why are we having this conversation?
But maybe this is the second running back spot.
Oh, then it doesn't matter.
No.
You got McCaffrey. You know what I mean? He's playing great. So that's interesting.
Megatron comes back saying Tyler Algier or Jeff Wilson. Fantasy playoffs, and I lost Dear Pierce a few weeks ago. Wilson
Algier's looked
Algier
pretty decent lately, even though it's a committee. I like Algier, honestly, over Jeff Wilson. He's a rookie, and I don't think he's played every game, and he's close to like 700 or 800 rushing yards.
Algier averaging.
Not bad for a rookie.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. He's really under the radar.
Yeah, but I still haven't projected.
Maybe next year will be a breakout year.
Yeah, I still haven't projected higher than Jeff Wilson, so start Algier there. Just don't want to Sean answering questions, so I want to. T. Higgins at flex. Let me just keep going here. Sorry, just arrived. If you've not answered this, ETN or Bam Knight. I fear the Jets D, but Bam has Carter. I would sit both for good win, full PPR. We have talked about this a little bit, ETN or Bam Knight. We kind of, unfortunately, you're choosing between those two because we like them both tonight. I'm in my league. I'm starting Bam Knight. But Bam has Carter. I'm not worried about Carter. Carter has not shown this year the same promise that he did last year. I don't know if they're not including an injury that he might have. But he said he could sit both for Goodwin in a full PPR.
You got to watch out for that because, like I said earlier, Lockett's injured.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He's done good with Lockett out. He's the number 2 option.
Let's keep going here. Nobody over on the Twitch side. Nobody 35713 says, "Hey guys, nobody. Thanks for stopping in. Last time we talked to you, you were over in Germany. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully things are going well for you. Thanks for stopping in. I'm sure it's the wee hours of the morning over there."
Dang, I forgot about that. I remember that.
Yeah, man. Sean says, "I like ETN. If it rains heavy, the run game could come into play." Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all about the weather.
And it is.
I mean, yeah, it sucks to say that, but that's just what it is tonight.
Right.
But the other thing is,
go ahead.
You also got to look at not only will that play into the run game, but it could play into the turnover game.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you know what I mean? Like even if Etienne's getting a lot of carries, what if he fumbles once, twice?
Right. He did have a turnover against Dallas.
Right.
So
yes. I don't know if that was a strip or punched out or whatever it be. So
I can't remember. I think it was punched out.
Mark Andrews.
JL Stops By says, "I need 2 starters: Ingram, Kirk, McLaurin, or Mark Andrews."
Is Jackson back?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No. Lamar.
No, Lamar Jackson's not back.
Lamar
Jackson's out.
My guess is his season's probably over. Are they really going to have him come back and get hurt for what? 1 or 2 more wins, if that? Not even.
They need to clinch it though.
They could still drop out of the playoffs. Is the problem?
Yeah, but do you risk your quarterback at that?
Right. Well,
that's fair.
And he's a free agent at the end of the year. So
they've won with Huntley too. So
right.
I mean, doing that, yeah. I don't like Huntley and Mark Andrews together though.
No, I don't think they have that chemistry.
No.
I know Sean answered this in the chat, but Bam or Zach Moss for a flex spot, I go Bam. I love Bam tonight. Sean also said Bam as well.
Fair enough.
You just don't know with Zach Moss, and plus he's in a committee in Indy as well with Deion Jackson.
Megatron says, "I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the advice." No, thank you.
Yeah,
thanks for stopping by.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're here for. We're either going to give you decent advice or poor advice.
Yep.
Shot at it.
And let me just give a shout out as well. Megatron Mallard did hit that follow button on the Twitch side. Kenny C also did. Fly just hit the follow button as well. So thank you everybody for doing that. Keep the questions coming. We'll keep answering them. We are falling a little behind here. So let's see what we got here. 2 quarterback league. Who should I start? Zach Wilson, Deshaun Watson, or Darnold? Honestly, I would say none of the above.
God.
Man. The problem is, I don't know. Let's look here. See where.
Yeah, let's look at QBs real quick.
I start Zach Wilson. Heck it, I'll take a chance. Zach. That's who I start.
Deshaun, we have Watson. We have out of the 3 he mentioned, we have Watson ranked at 16.1 points, Darnold at 15.8, and Zach Wilson at 14.8.
Don't start Zach, please.
So, no, I wouldn't start. I would not start Zach Wilson.
I would probably go.
Why?
Since it's New Orleans, why not Deshaun Watson here? I know he hasn't looked the greatest, but
I just don't think he does not look the greatest.
I mean, does any of these guys
by our defense?
Yeah, what are the like? Who do you start?
Yeah, who do you?
If it were me, I would honestly start Zach Wilson. That's just my opinion. Now I felt like he looked half in a loss. He made a few poor choices. I'll give him that, but other than that, I mean, they kept it a close game.
Mm-hmm.
They lost because we got a 51-yard touchdown on a 4th and 1.
Right.
That's why I think you guys lost.
But they didn't score many points, though.
No, but I mean,
fly. What was that? Fly Nelly Fly. Goff or Minshew?
Goff.
Pat Fryermuth or Evan Engram?
I mean, yeah, I'd go Goff.
And need
you don't ever hear me say that very often.
need two of three. Garrett Wilson, Pittman, and Watson. Ooh, who's Green Bay's playing Miami?
That could be a good matchup.
Yeah, I definitely like Watson. I'd probably go Garrett Wilson over Pittman at this point, just because we don't know the quarterback. We don't know the chemistry with Pittman and Foles. So,
but check out that weather once again.
Yep.
Just depends.
But Pat Fryer moved to Evan Engram.
For the record, Cam, we both should have taken each other's advice last week. I told you start Lawrence.
We both should have, honestly. That's what
just saying.
Right.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, you got 30-some points with Dak, but
I could have got like an extra 10, 15
either way,
more.
We should have. So
yeah,
I won't take your advice and not take it into consideration. I just want to let you know that.
I appreciate it.
Right now on the YouTube side, it says we have 15 people watching. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. We are closing in on our goal of 1,000 subscribers here. So thank you all for being here. Thanks for all the questions that are coming through. Let's keep going here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Trevor Lawrence or Derek. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence or Derek Carr.
I'd go Carr. I don't know what's going to happen tonight.
Right.
Depending on weather. If
as much
weather's good, Lawrence.
If there was no weather issues, it'd be Lawrence. But
yeah, check the weather right before the game, right before you have like 2 minutes left to set your lineup.
Yep. I'm going to stay in and listen to the commentary. Well, thank you. Sean says I'd go Carr because of the T-Law playing in rain, possibly heavy at times. Okay, right. Sean's answering questions.
Yeah.
We're ahead of you.
Jake says I have Zach Wilson, Watson, or Minshew. I don't know who to go with.
Is golf available?
Didn't we?
Golly.
Sean says Watson's the best option, Jake. I'd start him over Wilson and Minshew. And Sean answering more questions. Let's keep going here. Jake from State Farm. Hey, all right. Thanks for stopping by.
Can we get sponsored?
Half PPR, start 1, flex 1. Jeff Wilson, Zonovan Knight, and Zach Moss. I'm definitely starting Zonovan Knight tonight. He's also got Thielen, Akers, and Slayton as other flexes. Made the playoffs, but it's been tough with losing Brees and Mitchell.
I don't know about it.
Definitely start Zonovan Knight. He's got Thielen and Akers. Who are the Rams playing this week? Right, because who's Minnesota got?
Minnesota's got.
Oh, the Giants. Minnesota's got the Giants.
Yeah, go Thielen because they're going to fall behind, and then Kirk Cousins is going to have to throw.
Right.
Same thing all the time, all year.
Sean. Joey G stops by, says Jacksonville, Tennessee, Tampa, Jets, or Lions defense. I wouldn't start either defense tonight. Even though I believe Harold brought it up, there could be some turnovers tonight. So, but Detroit, who's Detroit got?
Carolina.
Oh, Carolina. And Tennessee's playing who?
Houston.
Oh, ooh.
That's why I like that one.
Yeah, I'd probably go Tennessee as well. Out of those, Tampa.
Excuse me.
Nah, I don't like Tampa.
I like Tampa's defense. I don't like their offense. Against Arizona?
I don't know. I like Tennessee better here.
Even though it's
Houston only plays good against good teams. Mm-hmm. They don't, and I don't think Tennessee is a good team.
You could almost take a chance on Jacksonville with the sloppy weather tonight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I trust Jacksonville's defense more than the Jets because the Jets don't seem to get turnovers.
It wouldn't be horrible to take the Lions defense.
Right.
We're going to sack Arnold. We're going to sack him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Possibly a pick six. You never know. I don't ever say pick the Lions defense.
Is this not the best name ever?
Why don't you go in and say it?
With the bad weather and sauce on Zay Jones, could Kirk have a big night in the slot? Kirk could have a big night tonight. I'm not sure if sauce is going to be on Zay Jones or not.
I would say, I think they don't. Do they move him around a lot?
No, nope, they do not.
No, he just stays where he's one of those guys.
Yep.
Can't play either side of the field.
Both corners stay on their side of the field.
That's horrible.
I can flex Wilson or Moss. I wouldn't flex Moss. I don't like Moss this week. Sean saying he'd go with the Lions.
Same.
Mobcraft Films. Do I start Kirk or Garrett Wilson tonight? I have Gabe Davis and Deontay Johnson on the bench.
I don't know about the Kirk. I don't know.
I don't know about either one of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, Deontay's not a horrible start either.
The problem with Gabe Davis is
he's a hit or miss.
And the week you put him on the bench is the week he's going to have one of those 98-yard touchdowns again.
Well, except for me. Whenever he had that 98-yard touchdown, I started him. So,
Sean answering questions. Mobcraft says Pickett is in this week. Then Sean says then he'd go Wilson. In his opinion, he's a favorable target for Wilson. Wilson on Wilson action. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's Monster. Who should I flex? Garrett Wilson, Swift, or Pacheco?
Pacheco's losing touches with McKinnon.
Right. Especially
so is Swift.
So it's
Swift. That's true.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They're playing Williams and Johnson, I believe.
So and Garrett Wilson did in Zach's first game back. Wilson did have a decent game last week. 4 catches for 90-something yards. So
flex Wilson then.
But it's the weather. That's the only thing that can.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You're right. The weather. That's just that's horrible.
If it's PPR, you go Swift.
If it's PPR, probably Swift, right? So I have 2 slots open. I had Kirk and Wilson starting. Oh, maybe him and Sean are going back and forth. Maybe.
Yeah.
We got a thumbs up. Here we go. Smoke. PPR. Drake London, Zay Jones, or White at flex. Oh, Drake London. Is Ritter playing for Atlanta? Or is Mariota back?
He should be. I don't think Mariota's back.
Yeah, I don't think he's back.
Okay. So let's look here.
Drake London did get targeted a lot with Ritter at quarterback. So, he seems to be the favorite, but that doesn't mean that his production is still going to be good.
Baltimore does give up a ton of points to fantasy wide receivers. Zay Jones, White. I'm not sure who.
Zay Jones is 12.1.
Yeah, Zay Jones is 12.1. Another subscriber over on the YouTube sides, CC Sharks. Thank you.
Right.
Using that bot, I can get those alerts now during the stream, so we can give shout outs to people that subscribe. Liking all the Garrett Wilson questions. He's a must start in any league right now, Sean says. So I don't know, Sean. I mean, I like Wilson too, but like we've been saying all night, what do we do about the weather? Because it's supposed
something you can't control.
It's supposed to get heavier and windier as the game goes on. So guys, let's start talking about tonight's games and our picks this week.
Good.
Oops. Let's move us around. So you guys are all taking Jacksonville tonight. I am taking my Jets. I do think the Jets finally end their 3-game skid at home. And get that W. Not saying they'll make the playoffs, but I do think they end their skid here. What are you guys liking about Jacksonville tonight?
I just like the way they're playing. You know what I mean? They're playing, that the never give up attitude. Doesn't matter how far they're down, they're still fighting to the end. Mm-hmm. So I love that, and I hope it continues for them. Yeah, I like seeing Trevor Lawrence do well.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like that Lions mentality.
Yeah, agreed. Let's go up. Upset alerts. Sean's going with the Eagles over the Cowboys this week with Gardner Minshew at quarterback. And for Sean's lock, he's going with the 49ers over Commanders. I'm going with the Raiders over the Steelers. I think the Raiders are still fighting for an outside shot at the playoffs. They are the better team. And this Franco Harris just passed away. This is the anniversary. They were getting ready to do the celebration of the Immaculate Reception.
That's why Pittsburgh's going to win the game.
Yeah.
Watch.
Well, we'll see.
I'm calling it. Pittsburgh's going to win that game now.
And then my lock of the week, I'm taking the Dolphins over the Packers. But Harold, why are you going with the Saints over the Browns? And of course,
like the Browns. I just feel the Browns aren't playing right.
Right.
I mean, that's the only reason why. Mm-hmm. And obviously the Lions. Let's be honest, I'm riding that high. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I really, really am, and I'm enjoying the football that I am seeing. Even if we lose this week, I'm probably still going to be proud of how they played. So, they're fighting and clawing, and they're winning games that they're finally supposed to win. So that's the reason why I'm picking the Lions.
Jay Green stops by, says, should I start Kittle or Ingram?
Kittle.
I'm starting Kittle as well.
I don't even think that should be a question.
Yeah, no. I'm starting Kittle as well. And then Cam, you're going with the upset alert. You're going with the Giants this week, and with your lock, you're going with the Bengals. Tell us why.
Mm-hmm. Giants with the play the Vikings. I think the Giants are a better team than the Colts, and I think that they could jump up because I think Saquon's going to go all over them, and I don't think the Vikings are going to be able to come back this time. Mm-hmm. I don't see it.
So Jay Green says, thanks, guys. Appreciate that. No, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit that follow button while you're here. Let me just go over and look. We are currently sitting on the Twitch side. We're sitting at 651 on the follower side. So thank you, everybody, for hitting that. I believe we've gained like 4 or 5 tonight already. So
that's great.
That's awesome. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. Oh, man.
Isn't this like the first week that all of us picked different teams for our upsets and locks? Nobody chose the same.
Yeah, nobody chose the same, right? I think that is somewhere along the line, somebody's been the same as somebody else, right? And we don't know. Like you guys, well, actually, I did it in the group chat this week, but I usually do it individually, so you guys don't know who the other person is taking. Fernando stops by, says, what's up? Should I start ETN, Singletary, or Zach Moss? No PPR. Definitely not Moss. Singletary. is in Buffalo. Who's Buffalo got this week?
Bears.
Chicago. Let me see how the Bears are against run defenses. They do give up a ton of points to running back. So
except for Miles Sanders.
Well, except for
yeah, dude, that's just. I wouldn't even have brought that up because that's just painful. Yeah, I'll give you a hot take. They get rid of Miles Sanders. What the fuck's the point of having him? Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. What is the point of having him? Man.
Yeah, agreed.
ETN out of the three, though, probably.
Yeah.
We also have another question. Trevor Lawrence or
Daniel Jones.
Probably Daniel Jones would be
Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes, yep. Man.
Then that falls down to
weather once again.
Right, but I mean, he needs an answer. Let's look here. What's the Giants going up against Minnesota? Right, yeah, Minnesota's 6th again. Minnesota gives up a ton of points just because of the weather. I'd probably go Jones this week, just because we don't know what the weather's going to be tonight. You don't want to start Lawrence and then have a bad game and be like, oh man.
Plus, he's partially injured a little bit too.
Yeah, and Sean says Lawrence regardless. No.
All right, cool.
Hi, I'm a Jets fan from the UK. It's 1:15 a.m. here for kickoff. Go Jets! Well, thanks for joining us. I'm a Jets fan. Can't see me on screen at the moment. There we go. I'm a Jets fan as well. Harold here. Harold's our resident Lions fan. Cam is our Cowboys fan. And Sean, who's over in the chat right now, who's usually on screen with us, is a Vikings fan. So thanks for stopping by. We live stream every Thursday night. Let's see here. Jones can't pass for over 200 yards very often, Sean says.
I mean, against the Vikings secondary, he could easily because they suck.
You guys can't see it behind me, but I just want to let you know, an Eagles fan got me the thing over this shoulder for me for Christmas. I sent a picture in chat.
Let me see.
So you can see it better. You can see it better if you see the picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, isn't that badass?
The Eagles fan got that free.
And the Eagles fan got that for me.
That's cool.
A real good coworker of mine, and that was really, really awesome. So, and that might be the most, outside of this jersey, the most Detroit memorabilia I own. Lost it all in a house fire, in case you wanted to know. I just never bought any more because we were that shitty. We stunk so bad back then it made the fire smell worse.
It was like kindling.
Yeah. The fire didn't even want to touch it.
Oh man, that ain't right.
I can laugh about that now because we're playing good. So
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I mean,
let's also. Sean has set up the NFL.com Fantasy Playoff Challenge. It's free to join. The link and password are in the description over on the YouTube side. I believe they are showing up in the Twitch chat as well. So, guys, make sure you join that. Prizes will be announced before NFL Wildcard Weekend. Prizes will be determined depending on how many people join. Oh, Sean with a hot take question here. Do you think Thursday night football should go away? I know after last week, Seahawks players came out saying how sore they were going into the game against the 49ers. Do you think it's bad against player health to play?
Can't I get it. Can't they the short, I don't know, the people who are on a bye that week should play a Thursday night game? Well, no, I guess that's not going to work. I guess I get it. I mean, I'd be tired and sore if you're playing, only a few days later.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I can get some of those injuries right, but damn it, I can't.
You're getting one right this week.
Sean says on 3 days rest and give them a Saturday and Sunday games instead of Thursday and Sunday. But the NFL has an agreement with college football that they won't play during the college football season on Saturdays.
Of course they do.
Yep.
That's stupid. Just do it anyway.
Right, exactly.
There's 6 other days during the week. Let's just play on those days.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Wednesday night football? Doesn't sound good enough. Tuesday night football.
Like pick a group of Friday night football. Even.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Friday would be better, right?
You can't. All high schools play on Friday.
That's fair.
Would millions of dollars make me feel
think
better?
about it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know what I mean? You can't play on a Friday. Tuesday and Wednesday when you're not watching cricket.
Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, man. That's funny. We'll get this going once they put that up here. Right now, the spread changed. Earlier in the week, Jacksonville was favored. Now the Jets, right before kickoff, were favored by 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Over under for tonight's game is 36.5 points. Sean says $1 million don't help with body fatigue, though. Look at baseball and basketball. They take regular games off throughout the season, where football doesn't have that option to sit and start a player.
Well, if they did that, think of how that would work for our fantasy. Oh, my best player is going to sit this week. I can't help it that college basketball players are I'm not even going to say it.
Well, and you know what? Bringing that up, there was that talk when they first talked about going to 7.
There we go.
They talked about going to 17 games. There was talk from some of the players that their contracts are only good for 16 game season, so they would be sitting out games, but they somehow worked something out where that didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, no matter what you do, no matter how much you analyze, you're going to find something that's not going to work. It's just not. I get they get paid millions of dollars and they should play and they shouldn't cry about it. Maybe they can keep themselves in better physical condition. You know what I mean? I know the hits are getting harder and things like that, and I really don't know what to say about that other than there's not really much that can be done to change the way it is right now.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't think so, but that's me. I mean, I get basketball players take vacations because they need to take a break and, they want to go to Cabo Wabo or whatever because they need two games off because, my ankle hurts.
Right.
You got football. I get you get football players get nailed, but I mean, it's just, I'm not going to take that chance when I'm playing in a fantasy league and there you go. Let's sit Patty Mahomes this week. Well, if Patrick Mahomes is your only quarterback or something, so
Sean says he'd rather watch football on Sunday all day. Do 9:30 game and go until night. Each week would make football Sunday so much more fun at the end of the day.
But you gotta wait. You don't get that midweek game. Like you have to wait Sunday and then the next Sunday.
Yeah, but that'll
I don't want to wait that long.
But that'll also give you a chance to watch cricket and shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, never mind.
You're missing the point of cricket.
You know what? You guys make fun, but when we get this channel monetized, the next Pure Adrenaline, it's going to be Pure Adrenaline Cricket. We're starting that channel next.
I'll do my research now.
Okay.
I quit.
You can't quit. We're getting ready to start our baseball stuff.
Baseball's okay. I can talk baseball. I can talk basketball. I can talk football. I'm not talking fucking cricket.
Or the Cowboys. We don't have to talk about. Oh, yeah, I missed the first one. He said I'd rather wait than watching Broncos and Colts football.
I don't mind.
Or the Cowboys.
Think about it like this. Or
the NFC South.
I don't mind that idea. It's not horrible to have every game just played on Sunday and called a day.
Yeah.
I mean, that does give you 6 other days to watch other sports. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's you can do so much more. Then you don't got to worry about I want to be at home on Sunday because I want to watch football. I want to be at home on Monday because I want to watch football.
Right.
Or Thursdays. So that's not a horrible idea playing one day a week. So that's not horrible. I don't maybe that could be the answer. But yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, definitely, it's something they're not going to do it. They're not going to change it. They're making too much money off of this.
Right. Agreed. Making way too much money. So.
Yeah, I agree. They do. I mean,
getting ready for kickoff here, boys.
I'm shocked. To be honest with you, I'm shocked they haven't complained about playing on holidays when they should be at home with their families.
Right.
As much as I love watching football on Thanksgiving, football on Christmas, it's great and all, but I also still feel they should be with their families. You know, I mean,
Sean says, I just think Sunday would be better, especially with the new contract with YouTube TV, because I know Amazon has to compete against them. Well,
there's going to be no.
Then no Amazon should have waited instead of getting Thursday Night Football. They should have waited for NFL Sunday Ticket. Then that would have been a better deal for them, because whoever's picking their Thursday night schedule is complete trash.
Absolutely, yeah, they're getting the absolute trash games. It's absolutely. I don't. What do they think? Is Thursday's just going to be a shit game? Which two shitty teams can we pick to play that are going to be horrible? And, I mean, there's been maybe a handful of games that should have been decent on Thursday.
Yeah.
If that. So yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they need to do their scheduling better. If they're gonna flex any game you want to flex. Make it, if those two teams are doing great that year, fine. Put them in the spotlight. Let's watch those games. Maybe not the Vikings because they have a problem with that.
Yeah, Sean says, how much do you think YouTube will be for the next year to watch football? $80, $100, $120 or more? I believe right now they're only charging for YouTube TV. I think they're only charging $70. So I don't know.
I don't
know.
$100. I'm gonna call $100. Yeah, they're gonna add a little bit.
I'd pay $100 a month to get NFL Sunday Ticket.
Fine, you guys want to go down this rabbit hole? Let's go down this rabbit hole for a minute, okay? I considered getting NFL Plus. I don't know if any of you looked into it or if any of you have it.
I have it. Mm-hmm.
I think it's absolute fucking trash.
It is.
I'm going to tell you why. It's the NFL. If I am paying you, I don't care how much you charge me. If I am paying you, whether it's by month, by year, whatever it may be, if I am paying you, I should be able to watch whatever game I want to watch.
Right.
I should be able to pick that game. I should be able to see that game. You're telling me I can't watch my Lions play? You can heck all the way off because that's crap. I'm sorry. You're the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me you ain't got cameras there and you can't broadcast it. Don't give me a shit. You don't have money either. You can do it. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, let's be for real. I'm sorry. And I literally canceled the day of. It was who the hell did we play? It was the Vikings-Lions game. I seriously wanted to watch that game. And I couldn't because I don't get it in my area.
Sean said he pays $75 for NFL Red Zone on the season. I do. I have Hulu TV, and I only had to pay $40 for the season to get NFL Red Zone.
And I'm sorry, I was really jacked up about that.
No, that's all right. You're not the only one. A lot of fans are peeved. I watch a lot of the coaches' tape. That's why I have it.
Do you think it's fair? Like, okay, I live in Pennsylvania. I'm a Lions fan. I don't get Lions games, except for Thanksgiving.
Right.
That's the one game I can count on. I'm going to be able to watch. There could be people wherever, that want to watch their team play, and they can't because the only thing you're going to get is local. And for me, local is either Philly or the Ravens.
Sack, jet ball.
Damn. So that's just
Big Quinn Williams is back this week. That hurt us last week against Detroit.
They said he wasn't playing last week. He was on the injured list.
Yeah, he didn't play last week.
He played.
Quinn Williams did not play. His brother Quincy played.
That's why. Like I said, I don't get a chance to watch.
Yeah. Mine. Sean says his is like $11.99 a month, so it goes into January. It's a little more now. So,
but yeah, I was seeing that, and I guess I wasn't thinking. I was watching it like we are now. Don't like to watch my Lions game, so it came up QU, so I didn't think.
Yeah, no.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah,
now it makes sense to me. Okay.
Yeah, his brother's a linebacker on the team.
Gotcha, heard. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me though. My rant's over now.
Little draw play to Zach for no gain. But Jets in good field position. Got to be able to punch it in here. So I'll take a look at that picture. Oh, I finally looked at that Detroit Lions thing. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. I couldn't believe it. He brought it in.
That's all the different logos?
Yeah, through the years, yeah. Yep. So I was, yeah, he gave it to me. I was like, dude, really? Like, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like, I didn't think, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a really cool dude. And he, like I said, he's Sean knows I've talked about him a lot, and he is an Eagles fan, but he's not that kind of an Eagles fan.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense. He's a respectful one.
Yeah.
He's a real fan, and he doesn't act and talk the way most do.
Yeah.
Because we talk football all the time, and I actually like kind of. There's times I'll root for the Eagles because of him. You know what I mean? Like, because he's just that cool of a dude. So, like, I don't mind seeing his team win.
3rd and 5 for the Jets from the 11, and Wilson gets crushed, sacked at the 20-yard line.
Joe Flacco.
Is that who's?
I don't know if Flacco's the backup. I know they activated Streveler. He was on the practice squad.
I saw something about Flacco. I don't remember what it was. I do remember seeing it.
I'm not sure who is the actual backup.
Right there was their problem last week.
Yep.
What just happened? The Zach Wilson sack for -8 yards.
Yep.
That's what killed them also last week.
And our head coach not knowing how to use timeouts, that killed us too.
Fair enough. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing on that last drive. They had all 3 timeouts. It's like, what are you doing?
Yep. So the Jets get some free points there after the turnover. So 3-0 lead. That's a good start, especially for the defense. Unfortunately, Zach couldn't move the ball, but man, crazy. One of the teams. I don't know mathematically if the Jets are out if they lose this game. I don't think so. I think it drops from like 51% to 32% or something chance of making the playoffs if they lose. So it's almost. But if Jacksonville's sitting at 6-9, I don't want to say they'd be out just because they could still win that division because Tennessee is faltering. And now we saw what Sean said. I forget his name. The quarterback for the Titans is out for the year.
Tannehill.
Yeah, Tannehill's out for the year. So.
I guess I'm rolling with Ingram. I never fucking changed that shit.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
I wasn't even thinking about it. See what happens when you go on a rant about the NFL? Change the lineup. Well, so I guess I'm rolling with Ingram and Goddard.
I'm playing John. I'm playing who you beat. Fields trip, and T. Lawrence has -3 points for me right now.
Yeah, he fumbled. Yeah. Here we go with some more spam over in the. We have less than 1,000 subscribers, and we get spam. We get spam bots in here. I don't understand.
Makes sense.
It happens.
Right, it makes sense.
All right, well, guys, I'm gonna get off. And
Harold, thanks, buddy.
Absolutely, it was definitely a good stream.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll text you guys. I'll text you guys the numbers like I always do. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, definitely.
We can stay, but yeah.
So
for sure.
All right, you guys have a good evening.
All right, Harold. Thanks, buddy. So let's put that back up on the screen here. So good start for my Jets. Get the turnover, get 3 points off of that. So that's a good start. Would have liked a touchdown there. Come out and actually really set a tone saying, yeah, we know it's nasty out here, but we're here to play.
Exactly.
So we'll see.
I don't know how he's done for y'all this year, but how is Greg doing for y'all?
Who? Greg DeLeg. He missed that. I think it was like a 58-yarder last week that would have tied the game. So I really don't. But he's been great this year for us. Set the all-time record for longest Jets field goal in the season. I think it was 61 yards.
I don't know what he was on last year with Dallas, but he was just atrocious. He costed us in so many areas.
Let's just go through some things here. It says we got 10 people watching on YouTube right now. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Growing channel here. Trying to get to that 1,000. Trying to get our watch hours up to get monetized. Start adding some giveaways to the channel once we get to that point. Over on the Twitch side, let me look. We're sitting at 651 and 7 people watching. So thank you, everybody over there as well. Make sure you hit that follow button over there. And here we go. Jets kicking off up about the 25-yard line.
Not a lot of people watching the game compared to what it usually is.
What do you mean? Oh, do you have the Twitch up?
Well, it won't load for me, but it says about 61,000 people, which is it's usually quite a bit higher than that.
There's
I've seen it over 100.
Ingram just had a catch, so there.
Good for Harold.
Yeah.
Maybe it might work out for him anyway. We'll see.
Yep. So handoff to ETN. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. Bringing up 3rd and 1, maybe a long one. We'll have to see where they spot it. Flacco sitting next to Wilson on the bench, so that tells me Flacco's probably the backup tonight.
Mm-hmm. You think Mike White has his job back if Wilson wins this game?
No, if the Jet and I don't know with White, it's ribs. I don't think he's even next week. I don't think he's going to be ready.
You think he's done for the year, maybe? Or
I don't want to say that, but you can never rule it out with ribs. Little dump off, wide open man. Another play. Jets can't. Is that Ingram again? Yep, big play for Ingram there. That little pass out to the tight end. The Jets can't cover that. That's 2 weeks in a row.
22 yards. Harold was so upset. And look at him.
Off to a good start.
Already got almost 5 points.
Yeah. $16 people on YouTube right now. Let's hit that thumbs up. Let's get that number up. That'll help us out as well. Thank you all for being here. Man, I can't believe my Jets are on a three-game losing streak, man. This has been rough. We were sitting at 7-4. Playoffs were looking good. Now we're on the outside looking in, needing help. Oh, going deep down the sideline. Knocked away. Going to Zay Jones, and it was knocked away.
Who's on Zay Jones? Did you see? Was it DJ Reed?
DJ Reed, yep.
Yeah. Oh, it was Marvin Jones, actually. I think it says.
Oh, was it Marvin Jones? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I forget there's 2 Jones on the team.
So he actually had it. It hit him right in the chest. He should have caught that.
It amazes me how, these guys get paid all this amount of money.
3rd and 6 here. Handoff to
right
ETN, right up the middle. Big game. Bobbles the ball and still holds on down to the 20.
Is it still nasty out there?
It's hard to tell. It doesn't look like it. Like it's doing something, but it's like it's not pouring. At least from the camera angles that they're showing, it doesn't look like it. Oh no! Oh, he did bobble the ball. So man, Jacksonville responded here, marching right down to the Jet 21-yard line. Another handoff for about 4 yards, and that was to Kirk. Kirk with the end around. Who do your Cowboys have this week?
Eagles.
Oh, that's right. It's on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough matchup.
It'll be a little bit easier, I feel like, with Minshew. But
right. Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's going to be a whole different style of the offense because he's not really a mobile quarterback, or not as mobile at least.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see. I'm really curious on our cornerback situation because we benched our other guy opposite Diggs.
That was a keeper for Lawrence. Looks like he got a yard, bringing up 3rd and about 5. Let's go. All right, we got some people active in the chats. Pixel Sorb says, I have Eagles winning versus the Cowboys. Sean does as well. Sean was in the chat before. It doesn't look like he's hanging out much with us now, but
I'm just blocking all the haters.
I have Eagles winning versus the Cowboys. I do not. I have with Hurts not playing, I have the Cowboys winning this week.
That's what I like to hear.
Third and 3. Actually, it's 3rd and 3, so we picked up a couple yards there from the 14-yard line. Back to pass. Incomplete. 4th down. But, man, what a response. They marched right down the field. Got in the field goal range unless they go for it here on 4th and 3. Nope. We're coming off the field, so.
2 big plays.
They'll try
right there.
Yep, they'll try to tie it up here. Sean says nope. Wrong one. Sean says, I'm here, guys. Was giving little one a bath quick. Yeah, well, maybe you should try taking a bath too, bud. Wash that stink off.
I agree. Probably got peed on a lot. Hopefully pooped on too.
By himself too. It was weird.
By himself. I wouldn't doubt that.
Oh, man.
God.
That was funny. So field goal ties it up. So good start to this one. Let's look here. Let's look at the AFC standings. The Bills currently lead. They have the tiebreak with the Chiefs for home field. He said, only once a week. If the Vikings lose, I wait until victory.
I'm sure he was last week at halftime.
Oh, man. I felt so bad. Like, it's one thing to lose a game. Like Harold and I were talking. You know, if you lose a game, and like the Jets, I was disappointed the Jets lost, but it wasn't. But, man, it was 33-0 at halftime. I'm like, this is dumb. I was streaming. I stopped streaming. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm not sticking around for this. And, of course, if I would have stuck around, greatest comeback in NFL history. He says, let's not talk about last week. Yeah, why not? You came back and won, bud.
Yeah, why not?
He said his heart still skips thinking about it. He wakes up in a cold sweat. We're still losing 33-0.
Yeah, I was watching the game right before the wedding started, and we just checked on it. It was not too long before it was going to start, and we were like, I was like, "There's no way they're going to come back from this." And then 10 minutes later, they won. I was like, "What?"
Bobby Jones says, "What's cracking, cuz? What up?" John texted me asking if I was breathing it in the 4th, and that's when it was 36-28. Yeah.
Mm.
I think I did it after Cousins threw the pick at the 2-yard line. Because I think they could have tied it then, and they threw that deep pass, and it got picked at the 2. So I don't know. Bobby Jones says need a big night from Evan Engram. Yeah, we can go back and look. He had that. What do you have? A 22-yard catch so far, right?
22 and a 5-yarder.
Engram's got 2 catches for 27 yards so far. So
not bad.
Only halfway through the first, so a good night so far. Let's look. Sean says I threw my soda bottle when we won, hitting the ceiling. Took out the dog. Oh well, small sacrifice for a big prize. Oopsie.
Yeah, I'm sure the wife loved that.
And I remember. Do you remember the playoff game with Stephon Diggs?
I was watching it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I remember. Sean, I felt so. I'm like, Sean, sorry, buddy, you're losing in the playoffs, and then they make that unbelievable play. Would have been great to see Sean's reaction there. It's impossible to believe the Colts blow a big lead, 33-0. Well, when you have a high school coach coaching in the NFL, you get results like that.
Mm-hmm. Will not be here next year.
She asked me if it was necessary to scream. I said, yes. Big Dick Nick for the Colts this week. Yup. Sean said I cried that night watching the Minneapolis Miracle. Look at Bobby Jones here. Kevin, I can't believe the Jets still need a quarterback.
They've needed one for about 50, 60 years.
Yup. Now we got 2nd and 10 here. Let's put it back up on the screen here.
Have they really had one? Ever? I don't consider Joe Namath. I don't think he was that good.
Well, his stats weren't that good.
No, they were horrible.
And the only reason he's in the Hall of Fame is because of the Super Bowl.
He was not that good.
Now that Super Bowl helped because that helped create the NFL and AFL merger. The Jets win Super Bowl III, and then the Chiefs win Super Bowl IV. Mm-hmm. So the AFL proved they were legit. He said nope. Yep. Kevin said nope.
Nope.
I took off the jersey with a minute to go. I'm like, it's over. Then that catch. Few bleeps. Well, a lot of bleeps. Oh, and there's Conklin with a big play. Who we told people to sit.
I mean, he hasn't been good lately. I mean, you never know.
No, not even Mark. Now, Mark was good. Sanchez was good in the playoffs. Sanchez had a 4-2 record in the playoffs. Now, I know they had a great defense and a great run game, but if you look at his playoff stats as compared to regular season stats averages, Sanchez was much better quarterback in the playoffs than he was in the regular season.
Somehow.
Yeah. My favorite Jets quarterback, probably since I've been a fan, and I've been a fan since '86, probably was Chad Pennington.
He was horrible.
He hurt his shoulder, so that hurt. But they ended up cutting him after that, and he goes to Miami, and Miami wins the division that year. That Chad's their quarterback. So, Sean says 2 greatest games in Vikings history. Third is Moss against the Cowboys Thanksgiving Day. 3 for 3, 160, and 3 tutties.
Why do we have to bring this up? Why? What's the point?
AFC East is a good division with competitive teams. Right now, the Jets are in last place, sitting at 7-7 in that division.
I think sadly I need to head out. I think dinner's about to be ready.
Okay, sounds good, bud.
I won't be here Sunday, but
I wasn't planning on doing Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still debating on Saturday. I don't know if I'll do one at all this weekend.
Probably can just do. Is there one Monday?
There's a Monday night game.
Okay, we can. I should be able to do that. Possibly.
You want to do Monday night? We'll play instead of Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know right now. Yes, but I'll let you know if something changes.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Thanks, Cam. See you later, buddy. Sean says, 4th is any game with Jefferson anymore. The things he does still surprise me and how good he really is. He is the best in the league. Always got to talk Cowboys losses, never Cowboy wins. Oh, man. Agreed. So, man. So let's look here. Like I said, we are a growing YouTube channel. Posting a lot of highlights right now as shorts. So we're doing that. We live stream every Sunday or Thursday. Probably won't stream this Sunday because of Christmas. Like Cam was just saying, probably won't stream Saturday either because of Christmas Eve. We'll see. But make sure you turn the notifications on. So if we do stream, you get the alert. But man, the goal after 2021 was to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. We really didn't make a push for it on YouTube because of the Twitch side. We did Twitch a lot, but we still wanted to get to 1,000 on the YouTube side. And we're sitting at 876. So thank you everybody that has hit that subscribe button. We are growing. Streams are getting better, more interactive. Thanks to you guys for that. Sean's over in the chat. Sean's the one that helped me start this channel. With nobody, it was just the two of us, not knowing if people would stop by to talk sports or not with us, but you guys have, so thank you very much. The Jets are punting. Bam, down to the 4. Looks like it was down at the 4-yard line. So great punt there. So people in the chat, if you have any questions, let us know. Any comments about the game, let us know. Let us know who your favorite teams are as well. Let me go over to the Twitch side, make sure I'm not missing anything there. Great night over there so far as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've gained 5 followers over there. Also, flag on the play. I didn't see what the flag was. So let's look. While we're at commercial break, let's look. Let me see if I can find that email from Sean about some of the stuff. Let's see here, Sean. Search for it. How about that? Records. Let's look here. Let me download this real quick. Well, let me save it as a PDF. Open PDF. Yep. All right. Save as PDF. Oh, right. Oh, Sean said running into the kicker. That doesn't make it first down for the Jets, does it? I took it off the screen. Let's go back and see what it says. Penalty running into the kicker declined. Okay. So it wouldn't have given the Jets a first down, and they'll take got Jacksonville pinned deep. So let's look at Sean's stuff here. Computer, NFL. At the stream. So let's look here. Passing record so far. Pixel comes in. I'm a Ravens fan. We're 9-5. Should be 10-1. If we don't blow leads, Bills, Dolphins, Giants, Red Zone Jaguars, and Browns. Wow. Man. And Lamar's been hurt most of your season, I believe, too. So that's been tough for you as well. Let me write that down. So I'd like to write down, when you guys let us know who your teams are, I'd like to write that down so we can remember, especially once we can start doing giveaways here. We'll come up with some cool stuff for you. So we got 2nd and 3 coming up. But yeah, let's look at let's get back to the game here. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Jags at the 11. They at the 11-yard line. It's going to be a first down. He got to the keeps pushing. Looks like he's up to the 18-yard line for a first down. ETN on the sideline. Not sure if that's an injury or an equipment issue. Ooh, took a hard hit to the head. Head slammed against the turf there, so they're probably taking a look at that. Sean saying ETN hurt holding his shoulder. Oh, shoulder. And he banged his head pretty good too, so. That ball was tipped and incomplete. Williams, Quinnen Williams in with the pressure again. Having a good night so far with that sack. Now a sack and fumble. Oh no, he helped break up that pass. They're looking at his arm, not in the blue tent. Okay. Pixel also says it's just offense. Offense has been trash lately while Lamar is out, but the run game is good. Yeah. Yep. Run game has been very good. So we got 2nd and 10 for the Jags, sitting at the Jets 17, between the 17 and 18-yard line. Back to pass. Out to the side. That's going to be a first down. I don't know who's number 22. I don't know who number 22 is. First down. Ever since that Jets turnover early, man, Jacksonville's been able to move the ball pretty easily here. So a pitch out to ET. Looks like ETN's back and just gets popped. Bring up a 2nd and 7. So ETN's back in. So if anybody's got him, make sure you can breathe a little bit better now. They keep showing Jets defensive coordinator, Ulbrich. Jaguars been playing good after the bye week, 3-1. Yeah, Jacksonville's been playing really good. Another first down here. Weather has not been an issue yet tonight. It's supposed to be, but we'll see. Is that Ingram? Is that Ingram's 3rd catch of the night already? Yep, Ingram with 14 more yards. So Harold, who was here, has Ingram going tonight. 3 for 41 so far. Good, so a good start for him there. Nice tackle there for no gain. Was that Whitehead? Yep, Whitehead with the stop for no gain. Second and 10 from the Jacksonville 45. Except for that first turnover, Jets defense has not looked good tonight. This feels like a must-win game for both teams. Now a little easier for another receiver, another tight end wide open across the middle. Another first down for Jacksonville. And nobody went with him. Arnold. Oh, I didn't know he was. I think he got traded last year, right? Or earlier this year. Because he was with Carolina for the longest time. So Jacksonville's got a first down at the 38-yard line. A little bootleg. Nobody there. That's another first down. About another 15 yards for Lawrence. So not looking good so far. End of the first quarter. So let's go back over to Sean's thing here. Passing record, Peyton Manning was in 2013. Was 5,477 yards. Right now, Mahomes is ahead of that pace by 35 yards, sitting at 4,160 yards. So right now on pace to break that. That, man, 54.77. So even if he breaks it, man, and right now he's plus 35 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games to go. Could he get to 6,000? Oh man, that would be tight. That'd be almost 400 yards. That'd be almost 400 yards a game. Oh, did not update it for week 14. He said. That's all right. So, all right. So we'll have to do that. I don't know how many yards he had. Let me look. Let me see where Mahomes sits right now in yards. Mahomes right now has 44.96, so he dropped below it again, but not far, for like 26 below. So he's right on pace for that 5,500 yard pace. That's all right, Sean. Texans quarterback Tannehill is likely out for season. Want to see what the rookie can do? Yeah, I don't know. I liked Malik Willis. I thought him going there. Now, problem with Willis is he went to a small school, right? Liberty. So who knows what kind of experience he's really got. Apparently the Titans really liked him, so they took him. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Running backs here. So Jacobs after 13 weeks was leading. Let's go over to the running backs and see where they're at now. Jacobs is still leading, but he's at 1495. So 14, almost 300 yards off the pace. But you know, they get the extra game. So we'll see. We'll see how close they get to that. Here we go. Receiving yards. Let's go over and check the stats here. Receiving yards right now, Justin Jefferson sits at 1623. 1623 to 1285. That's right. We're doing math here at Pure Adrenaline. We got 8-3. So he's 338 yards ahead of pace now. Wow. What's he sitting at? 1623. He only needs 225 yards the rest of the season to break the record. So ETN with a handoff maybe for one. Jermaine Johnson there with the stop. Let's get back to the game here. We'll get back to that in a minute. Sean, if you can get that updated for me for next week, Thursday. Don't worry about it for Monday. And Sean, let me know if you're available Saturday. If you're not available Saturday, I probably won't stream. We'll see. Maybe only go an hour. Answering some questions. Oops. Let's get this back. Lawrence out of the pocket. Going to be close to a first down. Sean says he'll update it every Tuesday. Okay, that's perfect. Ravens 9-5. Oh, yep. Ravens sitting at 9-5. Chargers sitting at 8-6. Dolphins at 7, sitting at 8-6. Patriots at 7-7. Jets at 7-7, and Jags at 6-8. And I could be, depends on Haley. She'll determine if I stream. No, that's okay. Maybe I'll just do it for a little bit. No, Pixel took his message back. That's all right. I understood what was going on there. So Jacksonville marching right down the field again. Jets defense did not come to play, except for that first drive where they got the turnover. They have Jacksonville. The other two drives have marched right down the field. So let's see if they toughen up here. ETN with another 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 right now. It says 18 watching over on the YouTube side. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit that follow or subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. ETN down to the 3-yard, 2.5, 3-yard line. First down. And somebody on the Jets, I didn't see who it was holding his arm. He made the tackle, and then he didn't right away. He didn't reach for the arm, but he's in some pain there on the sideline. I can't see who it is yet. So rain has not been an issue here tonight, where we thought it was going to be. I'm not saying it won't be the rest of the game, but the Jets defense here has to. Pixel says, feel like this is a must-needed win for the Jets and the Jaguars. I think more for the Jets, just because the Jaguars will be one game. Jacksonville is only one game behind division lead Tennessee, and I think they still have a game with Tennessee left. So Jacksonville could still win their division even with losing this game. Where the Jets making the playoffs is almost impossible with losing this game. So we got a timeout on the field. Jacksonville takes their first timeout as well. So let's go back while we're in timeout. Let's go back over to Sean's record here. We got Jefferson. Like I said, Jefferson only needs 223 more yards to break the record. Looking at sacks here, Judon right now leads. Well, I don't know. Well, like Sean said, it's not updated for week. Oh, it is up. That one's updated for week 14. With Judon sitting at 14.5, only 2.5 behind. So let's get back to the game here. We got 1st and goal. He stopped maybe a half a yard gain. If the Jets lose, they may be out of the playoffs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more important for the Jets to win. Not Jacksonville still can still win their division with a loss. Jets with a loss. Yeah, it's pretty much over. Now mathematically it won't be over, but ETN stuffed at the half yard line, bringing up 3rd and goal. Bringing up 3rd and goal. So, the lineman down for the Jaguars. That's not good. They're already banged up on the offensive side. One of their guys is out as well. So let's go back. But we're going to be in injury timeout. Let's go back to Sean's. I keep forgetting how. I just got to do this here. So Judon right now leads, but 2.5 off the pace. Yeah, Jets defense is good in the red zone, but you got to get off the field. You can't let teams march up and down the field on you. You got to keep giving the ball back to the offense to get something going here. You're going to be worn out in the 4th quarter when it's pouring rain and you don't feel like playing. Sean also set up the playoff challenge, which if you're on the YouTube side, the link for that and the password are in the description of the video if you guys want to sign up for that. We'll give out some prizes depending on how, if we get some. If it's only the 4 of us, we're not going to do prizes. So we need hopefully Sean updates those. Let's go back over to the game here. Excuse me. So, Pixel, who does Baltimore have left? Oh, Sheriff. That was Sheriff. Oh, that's going to hurt. Their O-line is already banged up, so doing that's going to even make it worse. Let's get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Ready for neutral to subscribe to get a blue check mark? No. Not paying $8 a month to get a blue check mark. I play the Falcons on Saturday. Gotcha. Before Sunday, the Jets defense last goal line stand came last year in Game 16 versus Jacksonville. Then last week, Jets stopped Lions on fourth and goal from the 1. Now Jaguars are knocking on the door, 3rd and goal from a foot out. They're calling it a touchdown. The ball came loose, but it looked like he had broken the plane. So Jets defense not looking good tonight, I can tell you that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, definitely broke the plane. That's a touchdown. So, man, Jacksonville's got things rolling. They've looked good tonight so far. Marched right down the field twice. Now a field goal and a touchdown. Had that turnover early. So Jets got to get some things together here. Extra point is good, sitting at 10-3 now. So let's get rid of some of this stuff here. We don't need our projections still up. Don't need the stats still up. Oh, we can look at that. We can look at that. We can go see if there's any other breaking news in the NFL. Jacksonville is going to be fun to watch for the next decade. Elite quarterback. I want to go elite yet. Relax. Elite play caller, play designer. Yeah, definitely elite play caller. That I agree with. Elite quarterback, that we don't know yet. But it's looking that way. ETN is back. Yep, we saw that. So kickoff here. Barrios out of bounds about the 30, 35, somewhere in there. So nice return. Yeah, Pixel. That's who we last week we gave our year-end predictions, which we can change depending on right now. Jalen Hurts, I believe, will win MVP as well. Harold does as well. But that could change depending on how much time he misses. I don't think they're going to give it to somebody who misses a bunch of games. Nice little rollout from Zach to Garrett Wilson. That's a first down. All right, here we go. Right now, ESPN's app is showing that the Jags have the ball. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Garrett Wilson for 13 yards. See, that was working for the Jets last week, getting Zach on that rollout, and then they stopped doing it for some reason. And Wilson now on the sideline checking out his knee. Oh, Bam Knight tripped up. But it might be, we'll see what, it's a false start. So it's coming back anyway. Then why didn't, if it's a false start, why didn't they stop the play? No. Illegal formation, that's why. Yep, we saw that. We covered that before, too. Chase Young will make his debut. Garrett Wilson on the sideline checking out that knee. That's not good. Jets are thin at wide receiver as it is. Now they're rolling Zach out the other way, sitting in the pocket. Pass to Bam Knight, wide open. First down. Great play. That's good for me. I did start Bam Knight in my fantasy league this week. So in the playoffs, win this week, go to the championship. Zach stayed in the pocket, waited for his man to get open. Good job there. Pitch out to Bam Knight, who loses 5 yards. Oh, nope. He got out of it and lost 8 yards. I don't know why the Jets do these sweep plays. They lose yards every time, and yet they keep doing them. I mean, if I could see that sitting at home watching television, how can they not see it sitting in the stadium? How long? Yeah, 7 yards. Lost 7 yards. So all the yards he gained on the play before, all gone. Puts him in a hole now. It's like taking a sack. That's a false start. Makes it 2nd and 22 now. The Jets just don't seem interested in playing. Like, the coach doesn't seem into it. The quarterback sitting on the bench when he's over there doesn't seem into it. Under pressure, gets out of the pocket, going deep. In the double coverage, broken up by Corey Davis. Or that would have been an interception. 3rd and 21. Man, as a Jet fan, I wanted Zach Wilson in that draft because I knew we weren't getting Lawrence. But, man, Zach Wilson has been nothing but trash. And last week, we look at his numbers, and he had over 300 yards passing, but he was only 50% completion. He had an interception, and now it's starting to rain. Now here comes the rain and the wind. A little dump off. So that was probably for about 12 yards. So are they going to punt? Or are they going to go for it on 4th and about 5? Fourth down. Well, their offense is off the field, so. Not not looking good at all. Another punt. And this will be fair call at the and he bobbled it, but he got it back at about the 11-yard line. 12-yard line looks like. So like I said, rough night so far for the Jets, not looking good. Let's go over and look. That was the weather forecast. We can get rid of that. We can look at the AFC playoff picture again. Do they have it by division? Let me go to ESPN because I know ESPN's got it by division. NFL. Oh, how about this? NFL standings. So Jacksonville and Tennessee sitting at 6 and 8. Let's open both of these teams and let's see who Tennessee has. Tennessee's got the Texans, Cowboys, and Jaguars. So they should beat the Texans. Probably lose to the Cowboys. That game's in Nashville, though, so you never know. So, man, Jacksonville has the Jets tonight, Texans next week, and then the Titans. So, I mean, especially with a win tonight, Jacksonville in prime spot to win that division. It's going to come down to that week. That'll be a game. I believe they're moving 2 games that week to late games. So that'll definitely be one of them. If it was for the division, that would be my guess, because one team would be out and one team would go to the playoff. So here we go, Jacksonville. Man, they're talking about all the money Jacksonville spent in the offseason, and it's absolutely pouring now at the stadium. So this is what we were concerned about when all the fantasy questions were coming in, was the bad weather, and here we go. So start looking for fumbles, start looking for more runs. ETN owners, you probably get a bigger workload now. 7:30 to go here in the first half. Yep. And there it is. ETN gets the handoff and almost loses the ball, loses 1 yard. So he did the smart thing there, made sure he had the ball instead of trying to keep running. So, yeah. Ooh, man. That would have been big. And he still almost lost it when he got hit. Pixel says, hope Lamar Jackson is fully healthy when the playoffs come. Yep. Oh, here we go. Nobody covering the running. Trevor Lawrence around the edge. Nobody out there. Picks up about 15 yards. This team does not look prepared. Look, nobody's running. Nobody's running after him. I mean, you're on a 3-game losing streak. You need a win to stay in the playoff hunt, and this team's coming into your stadium and completely running all over you. Hand off to ETN for about 4 yards. Yeah, Pixel. What's the word on Lamar? Is he supposed to be back in time for the playoffs? I didn't know. I don't know how serious that injury was. We got 2nd and 6 from the 29. That'll dump off to Ingram. That'll be a first down and more, and a lot more. Still going. Evan Ingram having a big night. Let's see after that play. Before that play, he was sitting at 3 for 41. Right now in the first half, Ingram sitting at 4 for 77. Already in jet territory at the 34-yard line. Hand off to ETN, tripped up, maybe a gain of 2. Nice tackle there by the Jets for a loss. Back to the 35. Solomon Thomas. Pixel says they said it was going to be a week-to-week thing, play against Falcons, but Ravens ruled him out for the game. It's a PCL strain. I think he's going to play next week. Gotcha. So they'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 35 or 34, they're saying. Dump off. Once again, nobody out there for the Jets. For Kirk, bringing up 4th and about 4. Sitting at 4th and 4. Here they come for another field goal attempt. The Jets are definitely going to have to respond here. If Jacksonville gets this field goal, because that'll make it a 10-point game. Now they do get the ball to start the second half. And he nails it. It's a good job there. 13-3 Jacksonville. So let's take a look at the West or the NFC. Just checking our playoffs here to see what's going on. Oh, he's got ETN. The guy I'm playing has ETN, so that's not good. I am projected to win, but ETN's going to have a big night. He's already at 61 yards rushing. And Garrett Wilson, who went off with his messing around with his knees, got 1 catch for 13 yards. But if the Jets don't keep it close, Donovan Knight probably won't get too many more touches. And he's sitting at 1 catch for 15 yards right now. 3 carries, no yards. So fantasy-wise, unless you got somebody like Lawrence and Ingram, or even ETN's having a good night. 6 for 61. Now, Lawrence did have that lost fumble, but he did score a rushing touchdown after that. So right now, Jacksonville, 70% chance of Jacksonville winning the game. So all right, let's look at the NFC playoff picture. We got the Eagles sitting at 13-1. I think now they played Dallas on Saturday, and I believe a win, and they clinch. They clinch the division as well, or did they clinch the division already? What's I stand for? They don't have that here. No, the Vikings sitting at the number 2 seed, which would be good because being the number 2 seed, you would not have to play Philadelphia until the AFC or NFC Championship. Yeah, Pixels. Jets do need to score. I agree. Or this is gonna turn into a blowout fast. Because the defense doesn't look interested in playing. Jacksonville's got their number. They're marching up and down the field every drive, except for the first one because of the turnover. So here we got the kickoff coming. And it's through the end zone. So the Jets get the ball at the 25. And this is showing Zach Wilson's not the answer. Sean comes back in the chat saying the Saints have ruled out Olave. Ooh. That's going to hurt. And who are the Saints playing again this week? Saints are playing the Browns. Ooh. Man, Cleveland with a win can keep their slim playoff chances alive. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 25. Zach back to pass, and he'll get sacked. I hate to say it, Jet fans. This guy is a complete waste of time. Any other week, he'd run around for 30 yards in the backfield, and this week, the last 2 weeks, he just takes the sack. Oops. Jets need to come out, and that ball's knocked down. If Jaguars win, do they have a wild card chance or better shot at division? I still think they have a better shot at the division. Just because with the playoffs, I don't think it. I do not think a AFC wildcard team will get in with 8 losses, and they currently sit at 8 losses. So I think they have a better shot at the division, just because of Tennessee, and they have to play Tennessee the last week of the year. So here we go, 3rd and 18 for the Jets. Nothing like a 3 and out here. And a little dump-off pass for, 5 yards? I mean, this is horrendous. But they do have the tiebreaker over the Chargers. Doesn't matter. I don't think the Chargers are losing another game. We can look at the Chargers as well. So if that's the case, the Chargers would have to lose 2 out of their last 3. They're not losing to the Colts, the Rams. They might lose to the Broncos. That's it. So tiebreaker is not going to mean nothing there. And that's the game. Maybe we'll stream. We'll stream that game. No, Pixel. No, that's Jets to put Joe Flacco at quarterback. No, that's even worse. I'd rather see Strevler. I've seen Flacco. No, thank you. Flacco's not going to be on the team next year. So, Sean, there is a chance, but like you said, they own the tiebreaker, but the Chargers would have to lose all 3. which you're not going to do. Shouldn't do. Shouldn't do. Oh, I just realized Rams, Chargers. Are they going to flex that game? Mike White is the future. Yep, I agree. Mike White is the future. I think with Mike White, we win the game last week against Detroit. And I'm not saying we'd win tonight, but our offense would be able to pick up a first down. Sign him long term. Nah, I wouldn't. I'd give him at least a 2-year contract with incentives, and then draft another quarterback. But not in the first round. Maybe like second or third round. Like don't take a reach on. Don't reach for a guy. We can look at that too. Right now the Jets are in cap trouble right now. And right now I think Zach Wilson will be here next year, not to say he'll be the starter. What is this nonsense? But let's look at the caps. Man, look at that rain. Let's look at the cap situation for next year. Right now the Jets sit at $16 million in cap space. Do have 38 players under contract, but I mean, this team, a lot of their defensive guys are free agents. You're going to have to give White, if you're giving White anything, you're giving him at least $10 million a season. So that's going to take up a chunk of that change. Now, what's also hurt the Jets this year is losing Breece Hall. Sean says, take the quarterback out of Florida, second round. He's mobile and can throw on the run. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't mind seeing him as well. I think you would have to take him late first, though. Harold over on the Twitch side. I hope the Lions pick up a good veteran in the offseason. Jets fans are booing Zach Wilson. They should boo the whole team. This is a disgrace. ETN for 4 yards on the handoff. Yeah, and I don't know. They haven't shown the crowd. I don't think there's many people there. I don't think he's first round worthy, in my opinion, as a Florida fan even. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Well, I mean, after the season, we'll get into our mocks again. There's Ingram again, bringing up 3rd and 1. So Harold, Sean, I don't know if you saw, Harold was upset that he started Ingram. He forgot to change his lineup, and it looks like so far it's working out here in the first half for him. I don't see your guys' matchup. Oh, there it is right there. Right there. Right now there's your favorite to win. Oh, what a play. ETN out of the backfield. That's why I'm going to lose. ETN's going to beat me all by himself this week. ETN with another 22 yards. Jets defense not prepared for this. 43 seconds to go in the first half here. Under pressure, throws off his back foot, incomplete. Second down, 38 seconds left. Man, this was a fast first half. Yeah, 22-yard gain, yep. Right now I'm down by 10 points where I was projected to be down by 18 after tonight, so we'll see. I don't think my guy's going to do anything tonight. Not if the Jets are going to be down by a ton of points. Oh, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Third and 10. See if the Jets can stop them here. Where are they at 36? So right now it'd be a long field goal. About a 54-yarder. And nobody over there to cover ETN. First down. I don't understand this. How do you not cover the best guy in the team? Oh, they're calling it 4th down. I don't know about that. That looked like a 1st down to me. There was an injury. Oh, they're going for the field goal here. Even though it's 4th and inches, it's a 44-yarder now. No good. Wow. So the Jets have the ball with 25 seconds left. Looks like all 3 timeouts. Do they try to do anything, or do they just take it to the half? Because they get the ball. They get the ball to start the second half. So, man, look at the wind take that. It's 13-3, but man, this game feels like it's a lot worse than 13-3. Seven yards on first down. Timeout. It's good to see the Jets coaching staff learn how to use timeouts. Didn't do it last week and burned, I don't know, like 46 seconds off the clock without using any of their 3 timeouts at the end. Showing Greg Zuerlein on the sideline. I guess you just need about 15, maybe about 20 more yards to get in the field goal range. Zach back to pass, dumps it off for no gain, for maybe he lost 2 yards. And he's out of bounds. Stupid. They keep the clock running. Stop. The guy jumped out of bounds, and you keep the clock running? And that's a stupid play, too. Throw an incomplete pass 10 yards down the field or something instead of a 2-yard loss to run 6 seconds off the clock. So over the last 4 weeks, we've learned a lot about the Jets, especially the coaching staff. They don't know how to coach in big situations. He's showing it. Look at him on the sidelines. He doesn't know what to do. Zach in a shotgun, 3rd and 3. Back to pass. Over the middle, incomplete. The ball lands a yard in front of the receiver. Yep, boom. Get this kid out of the game. Seven to 12 for 78 yards. I mean, come on. This is nonsense. And it's 4th and 4. You got to somehow roll Zach out here and try to throw a bomb down the sideline. Wild card, division leaders and wild card. Right now, it's Baltimore, the Chargers, and the Dolphins, with the Patriots, Jets, Jags, Raiders, Browns, and Steelers still in the hunt. So, all right, here we go. 4th and 3. 5 seconds left. False start by Garrett Wilson. This team is not mentally prepared to play. Good stream again tonight, bud. Besides the Jets, that's the only downside, sadly. Yep, it is the only downside, sadly. They'll dump it off for like a 15-yard play. Nope, it's going to be intercepted. And Jacksonville's going to return it for a touchdown. Oh, he stumbled and got caught from behind. Oh man, Jets fans, this is brutal. Man, yeah, Sean. Yeah, this was a good stream again tonight. Who would have ever thought it, bud, when we started this last September, that we'd have, let me go over and look. We'd have 876 subs on YouTube and 651 followers over on Twitch. And a lot of that, especially YouTube, we probably wouldn't have had that. We probably, we didn't do for a few months there, we didn't do anything on YouTube. But we're still growing. So if anybody's here, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. And we live stream every Thursday. Probably take a break this weekend. We usually live stream on Sundays before kickoff. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this nonsense. Put the playoff pictures up or something. We talk fantasy football, anything else football, whatever you guys got going on in the chat. Usually, we'll respond to your comments as well. So, man, lots of things coming. Hopefully, some more streams for the playoffs. We'll cover some more. We'll do some more live streams for the playoffs as well. Let's put this up. Create a banner. Half. Eggs. 13. That's 3. So, man, I don't know. Things are going to get crazy. The playoff races should keep heating up. Let's look here. Sean, if you're still in the chat, there was a thing that you were talking about. We should do like the playoff predictor. Where is that? I did not see a playoff predictor anywhere. We can get rid of over the cap. We can get rid of the Titans. We can get rid of the Chargers. Let's look here. The Jets, let's see, with a loss will be 7-8. And Jacksonville owns a tiebreaker with them. They own the tiebreaker with the Chargers, but I don't expect the Chargers to lose too much more. So man, the Jets have to find a way to turn this around because in the weather, most of everybody took the Jets in the predictions there on the panel, but man, Jags are looking good. Lawrence 11-16, 147, 41 rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. Zach Wilson 7-14, 78 yards and an interception. Not looking good at all either. So I guess once the Jets are officially eliminated, we can start looking at the draft. Right now, the Jets sit with the 17th pick. But let's see. Well, definitely gain because Jacksonville will pass them. So, a couple of these teams will probably still win. I'm not sure how that goes. Let's see here. Right now, Houston would own the first pick and the 12th pick. So Houston can really turn that franchise around, taking their quarterback right there at 1 if they really love one of the quarterbacks. But then at 12, man, let's see what they got him doing. Definitely going Bryce Young. I'm not sure if I go probably go Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud. I have to look a little closer at it. Oh, they do have some stats here. 6 foot. Ooh, I didn't realize Young was only 6 foot. Yeah, that's a little concerning for me. So I'd probably go Stroud just because he's a little taller. 20 pounds heavier as well. Then they go Brian, defensive lineman out of Clemson. So don't know what they. Let's see. Oh, this doesn't have it. I don't think. Does it? Let's go. The Texans. Does it say what they need? No, it doesn't tell me what the positions in need are. But let's look at. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks in the top 103 picks in this coming draft. So right now they have Will Anderson coming off the board at number 1. What do they have him going? To Chicago at 2. Yep, I agree with that. I think Chicago would go edge there. If not, depending on whoever's at 3 here, maybe they want to jump up to make sure nobody else jumps up into that spot. So that would be interesting. Actually, let's go over and do a mock. Do a quick mock here. Let's pick my Jets. Let's do 7. Let's go fast. And let's draft. This will all change, but let's see. All right. Before we look at any trades, let's go up and look. Let's go up and look. They want no, I'm not dropping back to 45, even though I'm getting a first and second. They want the last pick in the draft. Cleveland's first and 74. Brian Branch is still there at 17. I would probably accept that to get next year's first. So let's see. They had Bryce Young going first, Anderson going second, Stroud in a trade up. Yes, see? So in a trade up. So that's what I think. I think somebody will trade up with the Bears at 2. I don't think they'd move past 3. So yeah, look, Sean, I have Sean still here. They have Richardson going 8th overall in the first. So I'm not sure that would happen, but I do like Richardson, but I think first round's too early for him because he's gonna have to sit. He's gonna have to sit for at least 1 year. Where if he goes to Carolina, I don't know if he'll actually be sitting 6'4", 238. So he's got that big frame. Yeah, no, say too early. Yeah, I agree. I would not take him in the top. I would not take him. I would take him later in the round, just because you get the 5th-year option on him. Richardson. Let me make this. Let me increase this here. I don't know what this nonsense is. Close. That was for some water. Who drinks water? That's too close. Richardson is fully moving athlete in the size, which actually shows excitement, but Richardson is just talented of a thrower as he is an athlete. Generates high level velocity with ease, passes zip to the targets in the short and intermediate ranges. Richardson's velocity carries easily through all thirds and also has the arm strength to push passes past defenders downfield, even when throwing across his body. One could argue that Richardson's arm strength is elite, but also impressive is his arm elasticity. Richardson has shown he can generate great velocity even when fading. Even when fading back. Throwing from unstable platforms. He has a crisp release off platform and has shown he can generate velocity from multiple arm angles. Moreover, he flashes the ability to be flexible with arm angles when his release is compact. When he keeps things compact on release, near elite arm elasticity is visible and can use it to manipulate placement. So I love the prospect. I just think 8 is way too early for him. So let's see what they ended up doing here. Let's zoom back out to make it easier. Houston, let's resume. Houston traded up with us because I just wanted they offered Cleveland's next year first, so I wanted that because we get the first pick. We get the first pick here to start the second round. So I'll take that. I'm not taking Miami's offer there. I'm not dropping 22 spots with a division opponent. And then Hooker. I do like Hooker. I just don't like his age. I believe he's going to be 27 or something when the season starts. So that's a little old for me to be taking a rookie quarterback. So if the Jets stay here at the top of the second, I could see them going Skinner. I do like Skinner at a Boise State. Or I could see them going offensive guard. I'm not sure they're happy with some of their signings from this past year on the offensive side of the ball, so I'll go Florida guard there. Here we got the Giants wanting to move up 8 picks for pick 123. Dallas wanting to move up 11 picks, but swapping later picks, 189. Nah, I'm going to take, let me see who's on the board. Center. The Jets do need a center. Tight end we don't need. Defensive tackle. I'm going to drop back down with the Giants pick and pick up that extra pick later on. No, I'm not. Are the two guys I want still available here? One of them is, so do I gamble and drop to 63 and hope he falls? I'm going to gamble and pick up the extra draft pick. And he's still there. Okay, I'm taking Eichenberg out of Ohio State. I'll take that. Well, we're back to the game already. Jets get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what happens here. I'll cover up to the Jets' first drive here. Return, and he's only going to get out to about the 15 or 16-yard line. Oops, let's hide that. I didn't realize I had Sean's comment still up on the screen. And banner, let's get rid of that as well. So, man, Jets got to get moving here. Guys, if you haven't, make sure you already hit that like and subscribe. Where are my comments? All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Zach back to pass. First, did he hold on or no? He did. Corey Davis for about 7, maybe 6. Give him about 6. So bringing up second down and 4. Hand off to Bam Knight, and he's going to be about a yard shy. It's about a 3-yard gain there. Yeah, look at the Jets. The Jets' possessions. Field goal off the turnover, negative 3 yards. Punt, negative 2 yards. Interception. I mean, I'm just glad it wasn't returned for a touchdown because when we first did it, it looked like it was going to be returned, and then he stumbled. So 3rd and 1 here for the Jets. Let's see what they do here. Garrett Wilson in motion. Zach back to pass under pressure. Steps up, fires, incomplete. No, Sean, there is one more Thursday night. I believe it's Dallas and Tennessee, I think. Let me go back over and look, but no, there's one more. So the Jets coming out and punting. I'm going to call it a stream here, guys. Thank you all who have showed up. Still 11 people hanging out, but got to get some food in me. It's been a long day. Dallas and Tennessee, Sean. So I don't know, bud. Why not just run there? I agree. False start, so it doesn't matter. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it a stream there. Thank you all. We'll be back. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I'm not sure if we'll be streaming Saturday or not with the Christmas holiday this weekend. So happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate. And Happy New Year. We'll definitely be back before the New Year. But thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. And I'm going to finish watching this game. hopefully my Jets can turn this thing around, make a comeback. And if not, we'll see you all next Thursday for Dallas and Tennessee. Good luck to your teams. Good luck to the fantasy. And have a good night, everybody.